the fall edition of Steam Next Fest kicked off. Honestly, one of the events that draws me in the most, given the huge number of new titles that usually debut with playable demos. The party is already underway and runs through October 20th, and this morning I took a quick look at what's new to try out. In this list, I've gathered 20 RPGs, strategy games and roguelites I recommend trying before the festival ends, even though the demos often stick around after it wraps up. Let's start with a game I didn't know, but it looks very interesting. It's called Rising Army, an indie RPG with an auto-battler combat system where you build a medieval military base, train your troops, and then send them into battles where you watch them clash with the enemy. The art style is compelling, and it also looks like you'll manage the individual soldiers that make up your army. But above all, the ability to freely roam the game world is what grabs me most in a sort of Battle Brothers style, with a release window slated for Q4 2025. If you prefer something more immediate, but still with a strong tactical core, you need to try Smash It Wild. It's a roguelite that mixes volleyball with dodgeball, serving up gunplay where picking the right skills is key to beating your opponent. Anthropomorphic creatures and a striking art style, with a launch window set for the fourth quarter of 2025.
Really?
Yes.
I'll splash on water.
Perfect.
One of the heavy hitters in this piece is definitely the new mashup between DeMeo and Dungeons and Dragons, called Battlemarked. It sports fantastic miniatures and a classic tabletop vibe with pacing and battle outcomes driven by dice.
Run off on your own and look for the route.
No.
It's a must-try demo at the top of my personal list, also because the game is slated to launch on November 20th, 2025 on PC and VR platforms.
Close that again.
Ooh, that troll has to exit, Gren.
Along with 50 other goons.
Drop a little hunter's mark.
Need a hand here.
Here we go, here we go.
Ooh, big crit. Very satisfying.
Another interesting demo to check out is Paraside, Duality, Unbound, which features a very compelling combat system. At first glance, the battles call to mind Into the Breach, thanks to the small grid-based maps, but the real twist is that you're actually fighting across two separate planes. Essentially, the battlefield flips so you can act on one layer that influences the other and vice versa.
A desperate experiment granted us the ability to observe.
There's also an exploration component that's just as intriguing, and the art style is nothing to sneeze at. As of today, there's no release date, so the demo is absolutely a must-try.
Are you ready to guide us, Commander?
Another of the most interesting titles with a playable demo, one I had the pleasure of testing early and even wrote a preview about, is Aether Iron. It's a story-driven RPG with a unique setting that drops us into the streets of an alternate 1930s New York floating among the clouds. There are plenty of branching choices and quests shaped by your decisions, and a combat system built around vehicle engagements that really sold me. It's definitely worth your time. The PC release is slated for 2026. Many readers who follow TBL know what Battle Brothers has been and what it has meant, so the hype for Overhyped Studios' new title, MENACE, was almost inevitable. The setting is completely different. We're shot into space, traveling across multiple planets to resolve all kinds of situations involving pirates and rival factions, with a mysterious threat operating in the shadows. With tactical combat and a strategic layer defined by managing your mobile base, the TCEN impetus, the demo offers a real taste of varied battle scenarios. The game is planned for February 5th, 2026 on PC in early access, and I can't wait.
Fire mission underway.
Next up is the new entry in the Disciple series, which honestly was announced with a bit of surprise, and just as surprising, there's already a demo available. It's called Domination, and it appears to bring back the series' hallmark mechanics. A structure in the style of Heroes of Might and Magic, but with a stronger narrative focus. This new chapter also introduces a throne mechanic where you'll make kingdom-level decisions like a true ruler. Another title I stumbled across and didn't know or remember anything about is Next Run. It looks like an intriguing mix between an RPG and a 4X. You pick a class, roam the world to capture points of interest, and grow your character by leveling up and finding new artifacts. This strategy game offers a narrative mode where you'll push back demonic forces and a separate sandbox mode in full 4X fashion. It looks neat, and the demo is perfect for gauging its real potential ahead of the imminent launch on November 6th, 2025. You can't skip the demo for the new, highly anticipated entry in the Heroes of Might and Magic series Olden Era. It's also among the Steam Next Fest demos and might just be the star of the show. This new chapter promises to bring the series back to glory, and early feedback looks very positive, though I haven't tried it myself yet. In the meantime, the release has slipped to 2026.
From the writer of Helldivers 2.
What's that? Who's talking?
Comes something complete.
As you can see from the screenshot, the next game on the list oozes style. It's called Ledgerbound, a tactical RPG that looks to feature a Fire Emblem style combat system, but on slightly smaller maps.
It's not. It's super fun. The whole game is fun.
Colorful characters, a light-hearted vibe, and the freedom to spend your day on everyday errands rather than saving the world from the villain of the week, backed by progression systems and relationship building.
No, that's paperwork.
In short, something a bit different from the usual fare. No release date yet, so the demo is a must-try.
$80.
No one would pay that much for this.
But now, when they see the real price, it'll seem like a steal.
Coming soon to Steam.
The cataclysm, known only as the Grave, laid waste to all that once dared to stand.
Another title whose art style and concept grabbed me at first glance is the Eldritch Ascent. The Steam page doesn't share much, but the trailer shows a strong anime-inspired style, and the combat looks like classic JRPG fare, with a great sword-wielding warrior, blade drenched in crimson, taking on towering creatures.
Promising power, delivering only despair.
There's no release date yet, but it's one to try and add to your wish list now.
He failed once, he won't fail again. Those who ascend face horrors beyond reason. The tower consumes all but the strongest. Amidst the creeping shadows of this insidious monument, despair is not an escape, but a promise fulfilled. The Eldritch Ascent.
For a game I tried over the past few days, it's a narrative RPG set in a mysterious manner where the digital and real worlds intertwine to create something very intriguing. It's called Dissimilar, an RPG arriving in December 2025, offering a point-and-click adventure layered with tactical battles where you deploy clones on the field, more like robots with defined attributes. The standout is the storytelling, which already grabbed me hard in the demo. Continuing our tour of the festival's demos, we hit one of the most anticipated tactical RPGs for a bunch of reasons, chief among them the setting, feudal Japan fused with steampunk tech that seems to come out of nowhere yet fits surprisingly well. I'm talking about Shadow of the Road, a game I tried a while back that won me over both for its tactical gameplay and its narrative. There's a new demo to try now, and I think you should. No release date yet. Another tactics title, this time with a management layer, is NORSE, Oath of Blood, a Viking-themed RPG that lets you avenge your father's death as Gunnar.
We'll get a good price if there's any left alive! We are this...
To pull it off, you'll manage a small village, upgrade it, assign roles to production sites, and unlock new units, alongside exploration and grid-based battles.
I'm taking his shoes.
No release date for this one either, and the demo is absolutely worth playing.
Give them death!
By the door! They're here! No creeper! We could not hold them!
Now for something a little different, Shards of Order. It's an RPG that uses cards, but not the traditional deck builder that's everywhere these days. Rather, it's an original adventure with a Dark Souls vibe in both mechanics and setting. I tried it about a month ago and even wrote an article on it. The world design won me over. Exploration unfolds through classic roguelite nodes, but you can traverse them freely and in any order. Combat is deck builder style, but with slightly different mechanics, and you won't be drowning in a million cards. Instead, you gradually unlock new ones that map to different skills for the various playable characters. I strongly recommend giving it a shot, even if deck builders aren't your thing.
Ugh, we're out of fuel again?
It's not my fault that the fuel station we saw on the map fell into the abyss.
If we don't find any fuel, we will soon end up there too.
And to close, a shout out to a few indie demos you shouldn't sleep on. There's Deadweight, which casts you as a sky pirate crew with tactical combat and lovely pixel art. There's also Chains of Sand, a brutal roguelite RPG that drops you into the sandals of gladiators chasing fame while trying to stay on your own 2 feet. And Curse of Dominion, an SRPG that, beyond classic genre combat, layers in grand strategy where you conquer territory and try to hold it, a project that's also on Kickstarter in the meantime, and one I urge you to seriously consider. Sticking with roguelites, a shout out to Conquer Lands, a medieval roguelite deck builder with very promising gameplay mechanics. And finally, another title that immediately reminded me of Battle Brothers. It's called Cosmos Point, an RPG dungeon crawler that gives you a very simple brief. Explore and try to bring as many items and your soldiers alive back to base. It does it with plenty of style and sharply designed miniatures. That's everything I felt like recommending at first glance, but as I mentioned at the start, there's a ton to check out, so I'm looking forward to your recommendations too.